Hello small cap investors, this is Ivy Trader 1 from ivyleagueotc.com here today to bring you the chart of PVSP. As always, the first thing to locate is the area of support, which will be indicated by this green line I'm about to draw. Let's see. As you can see, we closed directly on support. What's great about that is, one, support is holding, which has been holding since March. As we can see, even when we dip down here a little bit under support, bounces right back within a few days. Let's see. Also dipped here. Next day, it had popped. Let's see if we can identify a second area of support. Right there at the 0.06 area. The great thing about playing a stock that's directly on support is that if you can get in close to the bottom, around 0.065 in our case, you really don't have to worry too much about the stock dipping below that. A great thing to do if you were planning on trading this stock would be to set a stop loss at 0.065 to 0.06. Those are the levels that should hold. Pardon me, that should hold. If that level does break, more than likely the stock will quickly return to 0.06 to 0.065 within a few days' time. The next thing to locate is the area of resistance. Resistance is important because we need to know exactly at what level will the stock begin to technically sell off, or at what level will we be watching for a breakout. The first level of resistance is right here at 0.10. This is great for us because it allows us to gain almost 100% before we even have to worry about any real thick resistance. Any type of break from 0.10 could easily lead to what we call a blue sky breakout. A blue sky breakout pretty much means that there's no real further resistance and the stock could easily double or triple. Let's see, if that 0.10 level were to be able to break, we really wouldn't have to worry about anything until about 0.15, 0.16, which would be nearly 200% from here. The next thing we're going to look at is the RSI, which is known as the Relative Strength Index. Currently, the RSI is at 45.96, which we pretty much consider neutral. This is great because it allows the stock to have a lot of room to run before it hits oversold territory at about 70 through 90. Once it hits overbought territory, we have to really worry about the stock selling off and the stock starting to dip. In fact, let's see, as we can see here, the stock was starting to reach overbought territory, and as we can see, once that happened, a downtrend took in place. The next indicator we're going to look at is the MACD. Now usually with small cap stocks, we really don't pay too much attention to the MACD. It's a very lagging indicator just because these small cap stocks tend to move so quickly. However, it's still a good thing to note. And right now, let's change that color to green. Right now, as we can see, the MACD is actually quite bullish. We can see that by these little green bars. That's always great to have. Drawing this line, we can see that the MACD has been pretty stable for the last 2 months or so. And stability is always good when we're talking about small cap stocks. The next indicator we're going to look at is the ADX. What the ADX shows us is the strength of a trend, and if the trend is bearish or bullish, and how bearish or how bullish the trend is. The trend is shown by this white line. Anything above 20 is a trend, anything below 20 is not a trend, and anything above 40 is a very strong trend. Right now we have an ADX of 24, which is a moderate trend. As we can see, the plus DI, which is shown by the green line, is way above the red DI, which is shown by this red line. What this means is that bullish sentiment has taken over bearish sentiment, and the bulls are in control, or at least attempting to take control. This is always great. This is really what we want to see when entering a small cap stock. We want the ADX to be bullish. The last indicator we are going to look at is the accumulation and distribution. The accumulation and distribution indicator is one of the most important indicators in penny stocks, simply because it allows us to see if the stock is overbought, oversold, if the bulls are buying, if no one's buying, or if the bears are actually selling. The easiest thing to do is to simply draw a trend line. And as we can see, we've had some very steady accumulation since the month of May. In fact, it's actually trending upward. That means that people are interested in this stock and they are willing to buy. The team at Ivy League OTC expects the 0.65 level to hold, and we're looking to a rise to the 0.10 level. If we can break the 0.10 level, we think that the penny stock OTC market will notice that break, and we could see buying all the way up to the 0.15 level before a sell-off. Our suggestion is, if you wish to play this stock, we would try to get in as close to the bottom as possible at the 0.065 level, and we would be comfortable buying all the way up to the 0.085 level. Once the 0.085 level is reached, we would look to see for continued strength. If there's continued strength, we would be fine with buying up to the 0.11 level. Then we would wait. As always, buy in bundles and set your stop loss before entering the trade. This is Ivy Trader 1 signing out. Happy trading.